Hello everyone! So I finally got a chance to film and edit another video, and today's card is again a Stamping Bella card. I turned on the camera while I was quickly getting my card for Bellarific Friday done, and this card was inspired by, I've got an inspiration picture on my blog and it was like a fall picture and lots of reds and yellows and golds, and I kind of went in a completely different track in the end. But I decided to use my Uptown Girl Madison Has a Margarita image, and I had stamped her onto CC Designs Copic Quality 80-pound cardstock with MFT's Black Licorice Hybrid ink. And as always, starting with the skin, and as always using my go-to skin color combo, which is E50, E21, E13, which I have to remember to re-ink all three of these markers because I use them so much that they're the three I have to re-ink the most, especially the E50. I think I've used up an entire half bottle of re-inker on that marker just because I've used it so much over the 8+ years I've had Copics, something like that. So, colored in the skin, working from lightest to darkest, and then added the R20 to her cheeks. I sped up the coloring a lot. This is like 400%. Just to make this video a little bit quicker so that it uploads faster, because videos of any length take like hours and hours and hours for me to upload, which is total pain. So, did that, did her hair, which was E97, 99, and then E09, and super simple. I love these images with their like curly, messy hair, just because they're so easy to color. And then, yeah, instead of doing like oranges and reds, I totally wanted to use some blue because of the pattern paper I'm using. Just the blue really popped out to me. So I did the frill on her dress and her leggings and boots in blues, and I didn't realize the boots and like the ground area were totally off camera, so I just edited that out of the video because you couldn't see me coloring it. But nothing groundbreaking. I used B95, 97, and 99 on the trim of her dress and her boots. And then for the shading, I used W1, and then blending it out a bit here with W00 just to kind of soften it a bit. And then for the pattern paper, it's the basic gray persimmon pack. And I don't even know, again, if this one's available or not anymore. I was so obsessed with it a few months ago. I made several videos using these pattern papers, so now it's reduced to, it's like a little pack of scraps, really. So I wanted to use this straight pattern for a dress because it kind of had all the colors of the pattern paper pack in it, and it just makes it easier to match up other papers and to pull other colors in when you use a multicolored pattern like this. So I stamped the dress part of the image onto this pattern paper and then fussy cut it all out, which was fairly simple except for the spot where her hand is there on the left. That was a little bit finicky, but it just took a couple minutes, and I do that off camera, so I'm holding it up like right up to my nose so I can see where I'm cutting very delicately tiny little pieces like that. And then I took my W3 Copic marker to add some shading and some depth, just so it's not this flat piece of pattern paper kind of floating over the image. It just makes it blend a lot better. So did the W3, blended it a bit with W1, and then I took my B99 marker and did the trim of her dress and the buttons, just again to kind of fill in those areas and kind of ground it a bit more. And then I always use my Tombow Mono Multi adhesive to adhere my paper piece images. Oh, and before I did that, I used my Memento Tuxedo Black marker to edge, of course, so that it covers up just a little bit of white edge that peeks out on the pattern paper there and any spots that I didn't cut perfectly. So it just finishes it off and makes it look done. And then, yeah, my Tombow Mono Multi, just really light little dabs. It always looks like I apply a lot of adhesive, but I'm really not applying very much at all. Making sure to get fairly close to the edges, because that's the most important spots, but not too much glue so that it's not oozing out and creating a sticky mess. And I just love how it looks when you put on the paper piecing. It just kind of makes the rest of the image pop. So super fun. I kept the rest of the card super simple. I was racing against Caitlin's nap time. So I wanted to get this card done as fast as possible because I mentioned it in a video coming up, in a haul video. She's been teething lately and it's been hell. Like, the poor kid is just miserable. She's got 4 more teeth coming in. And yeah, I haven't been feeling well, and now my throat's getting sore, so I'm getting even sicker. She's been miserable. It's been a gong show, so that's kind of the reason why videos have not been posted on a regular basis. It has just been hard enough getting through the days, let alone trying to film and edit and upload videos, so I apologize. I added 2 more little scraps of pattern paper to my card base, which is a standard A2 size card base, so 4¼ by 5½. And then I just used my craft knife to cut a slit in the seam of the card there at the top, since it's a top folding card, so that I can push through I had some orange baker's twine in my stash that matched the kind of darker orange pattern paper. So I pushed that through the little hole I had created and then wrapped that around a doubled length of it and then tied it in a bow. And then I was going to cut the ends of it, fairly short, like a standard bow, but decided to kind of leave them long. I just liked the look of it. And I was going to add more embellishments, some enamel dots, this, that, and the other thing, and then decided to just leave it, just leave it simple. So did that and then cleaned off the stamp again really well with a baby wipe, made sure it was dry. And then I'm inking it up with Memento's Peanut Brittle ink. So it kind of matches the kind of burnt orangey sort of mustardy color on the pattern paper. So I stamped the image just so. And then the sentiment comes with this stamp, so I'm going to use my stamp positioner to make sure I get it stamped straight on the inside of the card. And I'm just inking it up with the same black licorice hybrid ink and making sure my card is straight on my grid mat, so I can kind of use that as a reference so I get that sentiment stamped straight and then get that stamped on the inside of the card, and that's all there was to it. So I will have links below the video to all the supplies used, as well as on my blog post. So always make sure to check out the description box below the video, because all the info you need to know will be in there with links. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing and thumbs upping my videos. I really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye!